Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So very excitingly, we have another Pokemon card related video today. So today we are storing some new Pokemon cards. It's a combination of singles that I have recently bought as well as other cards that I've had with my bulk collection. I went through my bulk collection again and found so many cards that I wanted to include in my main binder. A lot of them are just kind of mementos from my childhood. If you watched my last video, you would know that a lot of what my Pokemon card collection consists of is a lot of like childhood memories. So I found more cards that I want to add to that. And speaking of my last video, thank you so much for all of the love that I've gotten on that video. I'm honestly really shocked. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared to jump into the Pokemon card collecting community. I felt safe in my K-pop bubble. I felt kind of scared starting this branch of my channel because of how small my collection is. I kind of thought that people only wanted to see the collectors who spend thousands of dollars on their cards and thousands of dollars on pack openings. So it was a little validating to see all of the other collectors who are like me and who not only have their small collections, but they also enjoy K-pop. I was really pleasantly surprised by the amount of people that collect both Pokemon and K-pop cards. So I'm really glad I found my people. And I'm not gonna lie, as a girl, I was really nervous about starting to post Pokemon content just because, like I said, I'm not like a finance bro and I don't care about the monetary value of cards. I just want the pretty artworks and I want to collect my favorite Pokemon. But I was pleasantly surprised that I haven't really experienced any negativity about that. Actually, there was one comment, but I just deleted it. Before I started buying singles, I posted a TikTok, which actually is like my second video ever on TikTok to hit 100k views, which was so exciting for me, especially when my account has been K-pop centered for like 3 to 4 years. For my very first Pokemon card video to take off like that, like, oh my god, that was so exciting. But the more views I get, the wider range of people that will view that video. But in that video, I just stored away some of the like V's and VMAX cards that I had pulled over the years. Nothing crazy, just like the very little collection that I had accumulated. There were so many people in the comments that were like, I'm so happy to finally see your realistic collection and not just a bunch of the art rares. And I was like, that's so awkward because that was my exact plan, was to be an art rare collector and, you know, make all the pretty theme spreads and collect all the pretty cards. Like, I totally get where they were coming from. I agree with them. But it was just awkward knowing that like in the back of my head, these people that were like congratulating me for not being that type of collector when I was actually planning on being that type of collector. But yeah, so there was one comment that was kind of along those lines, except instead of just like appreciating the simple collection, they chose the route of misogyny. And they're like, wow, a girl that doesn't just collect the pink shiny cards. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna delete your comment and not even entertain it because whoa. Like in 2025? Are we serious? But anyways, that was a really long intro to kind of introduce what we're doing today. We are storing away this bunch of Pokemon cards. We have a little bit over 30, I think. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so here is my all-weight Vault X binder. And just so you guys have a heads up, I did go ahead and rearrange a lot of the cards that I already had because I started new theme spreads, so things needed to be changed around a little bit. Okay, so here is the stack of cards for today. Like I said, a little bit over 30, and there's lots of interesting stuff in here. So at the very front of my binder, I'm reserving it for all of the cards from my childhood. So like I've mentioned this before, Ralts was my favorite childhood Pokemon, so obviously first page Ralts, and then second page Aaron. Now I am starting a third page here for a different Pokemon, and you might have already seen him because it was at the top of the stack. We are going to do a scissor page. I've had this card since 2008, and this is just another one that I really liked. So we're gonna do a whole page dedicated to just Scissor. And there he is, looking almighty. And honestly, doing it this way, not only just seeing all my childhood cards put away, but also like expanding on those childhood cards, like it's just such a good time. All right, so that's all we have for Scissor though. So we're gonna move on, and on this 8-pocket spread, we're actually going to store away some cards that are temporarily going to stay here. I eventually would like to get another binder because I want to master set this Pokemon. And that is none other than Chimchar. He is my favorite starter out of all of the starters. Again, a lot of these cards are childhood ones. For example, this card was from 2008, and this was a Burger King promo. A lot of these cards that you're gonna see are actually ones that I've had since childhood. So this whole entire spread is gonna be dedicated to Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape. But in the future, I do want to master set him. There aren't that many cards for the Chimchar line, surprisingly, so it doesn't look like it's gonna be that hard. Like maybe I'll collect the same card but all in different languages, like that could be fun. We have this one, which is like the same art, but it's not the Burger King promo version. These are just from like the packs. Then we have this one that's also from 2008. And this one, which is a little more recent, this looks like it's coming from 2022. Chimchar with all of the different berries. We have another promo. I don't remember which like restaurant this one was from, but now we're starting with the evolution. So we have Monferno here. Another Monferno from 2008. It's so hard to keep this binder center because it doesn't lay flat. I don't know if that's normal. Let me know if I'm meant to like break this binder or anything, because that feels illegal. I'm scared to do that, so I probably won't. But yeah, it's hard keeping this in frame. Then we have this Monferno card from 2022. I don't remember like what sets that these are from. I'm so sorry. And this is an Infernape from 2008. So all but 2 of these cards are childhood cards. This generation of Pokemon starters is also my favorite. I do also want to do like a little collection of Piplup and Turtwig as well, just because like this generation's elite. Sorry, just my opinion. Okay, and moving on. Here we have my Leafeon and Glaceon page, and I don't have anything else exciting, but again, continuing with the theme of my childhood cards, I found this one, which is also from 2008. Can you tell what year I started getting cards? And I actually really like the art in this one. So I'm gonna put this Glaceon right here. Super cute. And then this is actually new. I wanted to start a whole spread for all of the other Eeveelutions, so I want to like keep Leafeon and Glaceon separate because they're my 2 favorite Eeveelutions. But as I continue to get other Eeveelution cards, they'll just go on this spread. And here is going to be the start of all of my trainer pages. We're starting with Rayhan because he is my favorite trainer. So to go on this page, I have this art rare. I am now blanking on the name of this Pokemon. I know it's Duraludon's evolution, I just am failing to remember what that is. So we're gonna put this one right next to Rayhan with his Duraludon. I feel like that was a cute little pairing that we could do. And then I have his full art trainer card. The colors on this one is super pretty. Like his orange hood is super bright. I don't know if it's showing up too well on camera, but I really like this one. I did try to fix the lighting a little bit by just kind of moving my light backwards and hoping that it's not shining too heavily on the cards. But yeah, I gotta figure out the lighting situation. All right, and then moving on to this next 4-pocket. For now, we only have this. We are gonna do a Cynthia page because, as I mentioned in my last video, I just finished the Diamond and Pearl Pokemon game, the remaster of it, on the Switch, and Cynthia gave me the worst time. I played 2 other Pokemon games before that. I played Scarlet and Violet and I played Sword and Shield, and I'm pretty sure I beat the Master Battles like first try. And Cynthia's like, I had to keep going back and back and back. I had to look up like meta teams because I was like, how the heck do I beat her? I can't do it. It took me going to get Garchomp for me to actually do it. I kept going back and forth between Garchomp and Monferno, like switching them in and out of battle, and that's how I managed to beat her. So shout out to Garchomp. Like, I'm pretty sure once I finally beat Cynthia, it was my Garchomp versus her Garchomp. So yeah, I feel like I need to memorialize that with my own Cynthia collection. I also want some Garchomp cards as well, considering he carried my team. So for now, this is all I have for Cynthia. It's kind of just a placeholder. I don't really intend to keep this one here, but until I get future cards, that's what will go here. And then on this next 4-pocket, I am doing some Licia cards. She is super, super pretty, and I love Altaria. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I used Altaria a ton in Sword and Shield, so I really like these cards. Yeah, super cute. And actually, I'm taking this card back out because like the colors on this one is insane. It's so pretty. Like, trainer cards are seriously like underhyped. Well, some are actually really expensive. Speaking of expensive trainer cards, this next page is going to be another green-haired trainer, and that is none other than N. Alright, so we have this N's Reshiram, super, super gorgeous card, and then we have N's Zorua. And Zorua is such a cute Pokemon. Love him. Alright, and that's it for trainer pages. Now we're going to move on into the themed pages. And the first card I have for this is this Caldeo. And this is going on my like Scenic Skies page that I'm calling it. It's not enough just to have cards that, you know, showcase like the night sky. It has to be like a really atmospheric card. So I've been like really struggling to find a 4th card to put on this page, but I think I figured it out. And I'll put a screenshot here so we can see it. But the colors in this card are super pretty, and I think it would look really good on this page. Like, I know the colors don't exactly all match together, but it all just kind of has the same vibe, you know? Alright, and the next card I have is this Tinkaton, or is this Tinkatuff? I'm failing to remember. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. But I have this one to go on my pink page. However, I don't really think this one fits the pink theme all that well, because yes, like the Pokemon is pink, but like the surrounding area is more blue and purple. So we're gonna put this here for now, but like this could get moved to a different page in the future. So that's it for these pages. Now, this looks very empty, but we're gonna fill this up a little bit. To go on this side first, I want to start a Halloween page because Halloween is like one of my favorite holidays, and like the concept of Halloween just looks so good. So I need to do a whole Halloween page. So the first one to go on this page is this Chandelier card. This is a trainer gallery. It's giving that spooky vibe that I need. And that's actually the only card I have to go on this Halloween page for now. On this other side, I actually started another new theme, and the theme for this page is like Rock Band. We have this Team Yell Grunt card here that I've already had. and they're rocking out with some mics in their hands. So I figured that was the perfect card to start off this page. And in terms of new cards, I have this Zigzagoon card with Pierre there in the corner. I'm obsessed with this card personally. I really love this one. I bought it just kind of to match the theme, but like it's slowly kind of climbing the ranks to being one of my favorite cards that I currently have. It's just super interesting to look at. And then finally I have this Toxtricity card, and here it features Zigzagoon there. We have Rillaboom back there. It's given like garage band moment. So that's gonna go right here. And I'm still looking for the perfect card to complete this 4 pockets. And then next, here on this page is my farm page. And I actually have completed it. This was actually the one that I was the most excited to complete, so I kind of like rushed and did it. So there's a story going on here, and I'm actually really excited to explain it to see if like you guys kind of get where I'm coming from. So here we have this Applin card. Obviously we have an apple tree, and we have the buckets of apples here at the bottom of the tree. So the next card that I have for this page is this Flapple trainer gallery card. If you look here, we have the trainer looking up at Flapple, and she's holding a little bucket of apples. In my brain, I would like to think that this trainer is at the bottom of this tree looking up into it and then sees Flapple. So we're gonna put this card right here, and I'd like to imagine that she's looking up into the tree and she's seeing the Pokemon. And then we have this Appleton, which I mean, I feel like it's self-explanatory. It's another Pokemon that evolves from Applin. We have all of the baskets of apples. We have more apple trees in the back. He's an apple pie. It makes sense. So we're gonna put this one right here. So we have like the apple tree and then like the ground underneath the apple tree. And then to finally finish off this page and wrap together the whole farm theme, we have this Milk Tank card. Obviously, Milk Tank looks like a pig. He's kind of like a pig cow, maybe. He just looks like a farm animal. And then we have the barn in the back with the classic fencing. But more importantly, what really ties everything together, right in front of Milk Tank, is what looks to be an apple pie. So we have Appleton, which is an apple pie Pokemon, and then we have Milk Tank here, who is eating an apple pie. So lots of apple themedness going on with this page, but here it is. We have our farm page. Super cute. And then next, I'm not sure what exactly I'm calling this page. For right now, it's kind of just like Pokemon walking through like urban cities. Like, I don't really know. So we have Armor Rouge here, and to go on this page, we have this. I'm actually blanking on the name of this Pokemon. I'm so sorry. The card's in Japanese, and I cannot read Japanese. So we have this card to go here. The buildings kind of give the same vibe. Like, we have all the greenery on the buildings, like the vines. I don't know. I feel like it was appropriate to put this card here. So that's gonna go right here. And I have yet to find other cards that I could put here. I'm sure I'll come across them eventually. But for now, that is that for this page. And then next, we have a card that I actually thought got lost in the mail, but it miraculously showed up. So I'm so excited about that. We have this little Bulbasaur. I believe this is from the 151 set. This is the Korean version, and he is so cute. This is another one of my favorites. I love this so much. And that's going here on my like grass nature page, along with Psyduck. Now Psyduck has a friend, finally. All right, nothing for my water page. On this page, we are starting another new theme. We are starting a snow page, and this card is absolutely gorgeous. It's so blindingly like silver, but it's so pretty. I love it. Crebdominal. And then skipping like the house cozy page. we're gonna go here. Oh, in this card, I actually have a story about this one. So we have another Flapple card. And long story short, I bought this card first thinking that it was this one. Now, it might seem obvious, like, how the heck did you mix those two up? Like, they're obviously so different. Hear me out, okay? So, when I first found this card, I was like, wow, that's the card that I need. But then I was like, oh no, the yellow border. Can I maybe try to find it in Japanese and see if it has a silver border? So I went through like the recommended underneath the listing, and I saw the silver border and I saw Flapple, and I was like, oh my god, perfect, that's the card I need. And then I just bought it without actually paying attention to what I was buying. So when it came in, I was like, wait, where's the little farmer? And then I checked the listing and I was like, oh my god, no way I bought this without checking that it was the right card first. So yeah, so now I have this card by accident, but now that I have it, I think we're gonna start a jungle themed page. So that's gonna go here. Then we're gonna go past my silly cartoon page. Like, obviously, I know they're all cartoons, but like there's something about this art style that just gives more cartoony than the others. So I'm gonna look for other cards that are similar to go here. All right, and finally, I have 2 more cards to go here. I have 2 alternate art rares to go here. It is Alolan Vulpix and Hisuian Zoroark. If you notice here, I have the 2 V-Star cards, so I picked these 2 up to kind of match them. So we have Vulpix and then Zoroark. And the colors on these are stunning. Like, holy cow. Alolan Vulpix was another Pokemon that I used a lot in the Sword and Shield game, so I would like to get more cards of this Pokemon as well. And I believe that was the end of everything I had to sort today. I did a ton of yapping through that, so I hope that's something that you enjoyed. Let's do a quick flip through from start to finish so you can see everything and how my collection is starting to turn out. It is expanding very rapidly. I probably need to slow down a little bit, but I've been kind of on that collecting high, so again, I want to start a Chimchar / Monferno / Infernape master set, mainly Chimchar, but like I don't mind it expanding into the other evolutions. I don't know what binder I want to get yet. I was thinking trying to match like Chimchar's colors and do either like red, orange, or yellow. I don't really think red is the play. The neon orange Voltex binder is really cool, but that one's been out of stock forever, and the yellow that Voltex currently has, I'm not the biggest fan of. I know they did a pastel yellow, so maybe if they re-release the pastel yellow binder, I'll get that one. Or even maybe if they bring back the all-white binders, maybe I'll just get another all-white binder, but we'll see what I end up deciding for that. If you have any suggestions, please kindly let me know, because I'm on the lookout. These trainer pages are gonna come out so nice. This so far is my favorite theme page, I think. It's just so pretty. I love every card on that page. This is also gonna be like, as soon as the Halloween page is done and this Rockstar page is done, it's gonna look so good. Just like that dark purpley theme. I'm so excited for that. This farm page looks so cute too. Oh my goodness. I am so happy with how this is turning out. That little Bulbasaur. And with that, that is the last page of what we added on today. So let's just close this up. Alright, and that was the end of my storing Pokemon card video. This is the first in the series, so if you would like to stay up to date with any of the future storing videos that will come out, make sure you subscribe so that you can either get the notification that I posted or the video will show up in your subscriber box. So I hope you enjoyed this putting away Pokemon card video. It was a lot of fun to make. I make a ton of these types of videos for my K-pop photo cards, so it was really fun to do it with Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna lie, I'm currently filming this at midnight, and I just got home a couple hours ago, and I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, and I definitely edited all of them out, but as I was storing away the cards, I kept calling them PCs. PCs meaning photo cards. Then we have this Apple Tin, PC. All of my K-pop lovers, I'm sure you'll find a kick out of that. But I had to keep stopping myself. I'm like, oh my god, no way I just called this card a PC. But yeah, my brain is kind of fried right now. It was a very long day at work and I'm tired. For new friends here, which is a lot of you, I'm a dance teacher, so my job requires a lot of both physical and mental stress, so I'm tired. But this was a fun way to wind down after all of that. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed. Ani out.